other than your pronunciation, you are able to form sentences, you're able to communicate what you want to say. But of course, there is some way to go to be able to achieve fluency. Wonderful. So, do you know the topic of the day?
Yes, ma'am.
It's goals.
Yeah.
Right. So, what do you think? Do you think everybody should have goals?
Yes, I think everybody should have goals because it is the primary motivation that leads someone to achieve something if he or she wants to achieve.
Correct. And so do you think people can have multiple goals?
Yes, I think as far as they have financial independence and they have a lot of time along with their uh, personal life, so I think they can handle multiple goals. But if a person who is not financially independent and he has to work or he has to depend on his father or someone, so I think his limitations are to some extent small.
But do you think goals are only career focused? Can people not have other kinds of goals?
Yes, goals are obviously career oriented because it is hobby that pleases someone, but it is the goal that makes someone a independent person.
That's interesting. So, right. And how do you work on achieving these goals?
Okay, yeah. So I have to work on achieving since my goal is academic oriented, so I do not cannot focus on other things rather than academic uh, studies. So I just study hard, and I think the more I study, the more I get knowledge. So with the knowledge, I can become a confident person.
Correct. So, what is your opinion on, so should parents be involved with children setting their goals?
Yes, it is primarily first of all their priority because parents are the main founder of children. So if they do not beforehand show their children the exact path, then these children up to certain age become very nervous as to how to choose their goal. So I think that if any parent previously select certain goal.
So, parents should be involved in goal making and goal setting.
Yeah.
So, does having a goal help you in your life?
Yes, it has helped me. So uh, actually, am I am a student right now, and I used to become a mischievous student. I would not focus study, but after I have been influenced by certain teachers, so my goal at that time developed, and my goal was to get good marks in my secondary and higher secondary examination. But
Right.
and that goal I have fulfilled and also got good marks on that.
Is money good for goals or bad for goals?
Money is, I think, is somehow are interrelated with goals because it is only because of money that we sometimes can achieve goal, but sometimes what happens, our talent also depends, but along with the talent, I think money is also important to achieve goals.
Great. So, have you seen somebody in your family or in your life that has succeeded in their goals?
Yeah, I have seen, not in my family, but one of my brothers. So he used to work hard, sometimes unimaginable in society. So
Right.
he has gained a lot of popularity and fame because of his successful goal.
Do some two new words today.
Okay.
If you already know the meaning, tell me and then I'll move on. But okay, what is the meaning of criteria?
Okay, so the meaning of criteria is having different standards, different qualities, or any.
Intention.
So intention means the motive, actual motive or actual main idea that bothers someone to do something.
That makes someone do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is the real reason why people do what they do.
Yes.
Okay. So shall I give you some feedback?
Okay, ma'am.
So I think you're a very charismatic speaker. You're very engaging.
Okay.
And it is very much possible for you to improve, but because of certain, so you told me from Bengal, right?
Yeah.
And so did you hear the term MTI?
MTI?
Yes.
No.
So there is something called an MTI, which is a mother tongue influence. You also have it.
Yeah.
Which means that certain things that because of your mother tongue, certain pronunciations in English and accent is a little bit different than normally how people speak it. But this is totally overcomable by practice.
Yeah.
The more you speak English, the more you understand how things are supposed to be said, and the more you say them correctly.
All right.
Then now there are certain pronunciations that I want to bring to your totally. Totally, correct. Totally. Path. Yeah, that is the path I want to follow. Path. Nervous.
Sorry?
Nervous.
Yeah,
nervous. I am nervous to be here. I'm nervous to talk to you. The ver does not become bh. It is ver.
Okay.
And survival. Correct. Survival, nervous, path, and totally.
All right.
These are 4 words with pronunciation that you need to work on. Because while you were speaking, I'm sure that you know the correct pronunciation, but while you were speaking, the pronunciations were wrong. Right. So other than your pronunciation, you are able to form sentences, you're able to communicate what you want to say. But of course, there is some way to go to be able to achieve fluency. Still, fluency is not there, and that will also only come with practice.
All right.
So continue to have regular sessions, practice and speak. I like how you took the opportunity to speak as much English as you could in this session, because that's what sessions are meant for. Right? Wonderful. Do you have any questions for me?
So I have question like, where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from Bangalore.
And another question, Bangalore. Okay. So you have told me the mother tongue influence. So understand that my mother tongue influence is because of lack of practice.
It is because how many people at home can you speak English with, or do you speak English with?
I speak English with my regional friends.
With
at least 2 or 3 of my friends who speak Bengali.
Exactly. So all the English that you're hearing is English that is coming from Bengali people, right?
Yeah.
So that is how you will hear and understand. But in Clapingo, you will hear English without any accent. And that is why practice is going to help you. So Clapingo is not only about speaking, it's about listening to how people pronounce things. So you can pronounce it better. And also watching movies, English movies, listening to English songs will, I'm not saying you should do it every day, but it will help you with pronunciation. the
Yeah,
correct.
ma'am, do you think that first of all, building the grammar portion is important rather than focusing on accent?
Speech grammar is important, but I did not find too many big mistakes in your grammar. At least today, I did not find.
Okay, that's really encouraging.
Yes.
But ma'am, I feel sometimes awkward. Sometimes get really get stopped while I talk because I talk because yeah, I am really engaged with other thing that I lack practice. Really focused on that, so that's why I do not practice frequently. But I'm really focused on that. So due to this reason, that I am not able to pronounce